But we gotta tap into the Black Feather Messengers album, which is the debut album of Bedlam Brethren, of which Udi is a member. And this album is it's I mean, come on, it's considered, it was critically acclaimed, and by many it's considered a classic.
Considered a classic. I've seen and heard. And that's real. Y'all ain't even picked that up. You pick it up.
Yeah, you can go to bedlambrethren.bandcamp.com. That's BEDLAMBRETHREN, bedlambrethren.bandcamp.com. The album is it's 14 tracks, and it's got features like, you know, Kevlar 7, Chief Kamachi,
Rest in peace, Kev.
Our People's Verbal Gods, and Thurston Howe III, who is, you know, well connected to you from back in the day. We'll talk about that later. But I just wanted to, off top, address the album. Like, how do you feel about the response to the album? Like, are you satisfied with the response it got when it dropped? Like, as far as what was the general vibe you got from people after they heard the album?
I mean, the vibe that I got from some people is I mean, they felt the album. A lot of people felt the album. What I think that I think it was a little bit ahead of itself. You know, right. What I'm saying?
Yeah.
Most of the people that have said things about the album, it's been positive things. So
right.
You know, it's like, and I've seen comments and everything, and much love to all the people that love the album. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Fellow brethren, like
somebody said they're praying for part 2.
Word, yeah. You know what I'm saying? I seen that. That's actually that's true story. I seen somebody was posting that, said I'm playing it fast, and that's that love though. That's that love though. That's
yeah.
You know, as far as like, you know, the vibe that I get, you know, I get a positive vibe. I just feel like a lot of people, when the album dropped, a lot of people kind of like didn't know what to expect.
Right.
So when the album dropped, you know, it's like, you know, everybody felt it, you know what I mean?
Right.
But I think a lot of people should, you know what I'm saying? A lot of more people should, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's on vinyl now, especially. You can get it on 12-inch vinyl, bedlambrethren.bandcamp.com. And I got a few CDs left. I'm willing to mail out to a few if necessary, some limited editions. But, you know, Savage Trinity from Verbal Gods, he was talking to me a few months ago, actually. And he, no doubt, shout out Trinity. And you know what he said to me? He said that, like, the shit that y'all did, like, on that Bedlam album, he said basically, like, Griselda, how they're, like, blowing up now with, you know, West Side Gun and all that. It's kind of like, it's almost like in that vein. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I don't know. Shout out to West Side Gun, shout out to Bang, shout out to the whole Griselda fam, you know what I mean? But I think Bedlam Brethren falls in his own category. A lot of people, when the whole movement started, it's like, yo, you know, people didn't understand the title. People didn't understand the name.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's like, once people started peeping it out and checking it out even more and going in deeper into it, I think a lot of people, you know, were like really want to know more and really got close. But they put us in the category, I felt like, that it's more like in its own vibe, in its own zone.
Right.
You know what I mean? In the hip hop game.
Yeah, I mean, definitely.
Underground hip hop game.
Definitely, Bedlam has its own knowledge / dark / you know, street appeal to it. But I mean, in general, like, if you listen to, like, I'm a big fan of Conway and The Machine and Benny the Butcher and West Side Gun, and I've been listening to them for a while. So what I mean is, it's like the archaic beats, the boom bap appeal, the old school rules, playing by the old school rules. That's like they made a big push for that, almost like a renaissance. It's like with Rock Marciano and people like that. There's a few people. It's making a resurgence now, and it's like what I think Trinity meant by that is like y'all was back then. Y'all were on that. Y'all never let go of the tradition. You held on to it. So throughout through thick and thin, you were repping those old school credentials. Or true school, I should say.
That's peace. Shout out to Savage, man. That's my dude, man.
Yeah. Verbal guys. I'm actually gonna reach out. I'm gonna reach out to Zion 7 about doing an interview very, very soon. So if you're listening, hit me up or I'll hit you up soon. But yeah, as far as like mentioning like the sound of the album, I just wanted to go through track by track and not necessarily track by track, but ask you basically like what's your favorite song on the album overall?
Oh man, my favorite song, you already know, man. You should know already, man. Purgatory Article.
Oh yeah, that joint was actually recorded before the album was even like an idea. Like it was just a joint, like a collabo joint.
It was just a joint, man. It was like, when that joint came out hot.
No doubt. It was like
I really felt that one. So it's like, and the whole vibe to that whole song, the whole putting it together, the video and everything, man. Cause I remember, like, you know what I mean, like. A lot of people out here is like, yo, you gonna make a video out there and all this and that, and
right.
And really, nobody really felt that shit out. You know what I'm saying? And when I went to NY, man, like when that shit came together,
yeah,
yo,
I had some of my people here was like, whoa, y'all in the buildings in New York, cause we out here in a small college town, and our people was like, wow, you out in New York on rooftops. Out there spitting. But that Purgatory Article was the joint. I would say that my favorite is I've been thinking about it actually the last couple days, and I was I mean, I
got a few favorites myself, man, but it's like, Purgatory Article is number one.
Yeah, I would say that's definitely a standout track for real. And I would say also a couple standout tracks are, because of the guest feature, Thurston Out the Third, I'd say Stairway to Bedlam. I would say The Fallen is a dope track, and Supernova Architects. I think personally that's one of my best verses on the album.
Yeah, Supernova Architect is a hot joint as well. That I mean, that one there, I felt that one too.
Yeah.
On a different level though. You know what I mean?
And also A Murder of Crows, because of the narrative of it.
Yeah, Murder of Crows, man. That's a good one, storytelling joint. You know what I mean? But that was one of those joints. It's like you could actually feel vividly. You know what I'm saying? So you could come on,
right?
You know what I mean? You could imagine that shit. Play that movie in your head. Listen to that shit.
Right. No doubt. And overall, I think it's a good piece of work. Even the interludes and everything, I think is the order of it and everything. It's all good.
Shout out to Spearman for the beats, man.
Spearman, yeah, I connected with him randomly, I believe, on I don't know how I connected with him. It was on social media. It was on the internet, definitely. But it seemed like I met him around the same time I met you, which I did want to address that since Kevlar's on the album. Kevlar was involved in us connecting as a group. We met at a Wiseman show in Indianapolis, and I was with my brother, a man called Relic. That's the name he used to go by. And he was like, we had met you, and I think we were waiting in line at the bathroom or something, and you was like freestyling or something. You were just spitting or something. Something happened.
Your brother was spitting. Your brother had a cipher going on.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So
I was I was going to the bathroom and I got caught in the cipher. It was like right off the stage, man. Right on the side of the stage. So you remember the bathroom was like almost in the back of the stage.
Right.
On the side.
And you surprised, and me and my brother was both surprised when you rap, because me and my brother, even though we from Indiana, bro, we got that true MC mentality. So we used to think everybody's whack. Like, that was our first idea. Our first thought is everybody's whack. Until you can prove otherwise, you're whack. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, when you was spitting, we was like, oh, okay. Me and my brother, he was surprised. We was like, yeah, okay, cool. Okay, that's what's up.
Yeah, man. I mean, I felt that it was a good night, man. I really that night was really one of those